Okay, once again, we are live. I don't know why I'm really bad at like knowing when we're actually live, but oh my god. Okay. So, now, welcome to TJTV. And what I'm going to start with is some more deep stuff. More of like, okay, yeah, if you know me and you're here, you're like, "Oh, okay, here we go again with Trey." Yes, I'm a pretty deep person, but the thing is, or kind of cynical or whatever you want to call me, good for you. I'm not always like that. I'm pretty high energy. I'm really happy. I have a lot of different feelings. My arm's tingling. What's going on there? Not important. Okay, so at the end of the day, I'm going to come to some real stuff because I want to start my first videos and ripping off some band-aids. Like about some stuff about who I am for my viewers. And I want to be more transparent than the average person. And only because I say it all the time. I have a very colorful story. And I may love black and white, but it's the reason why I'm wearing tie-dye. And I get a lot of compliments on this. Thank you very much. Not important. So let me get started on this. So let me start with, I want to start with who I am, but I feel like that's going to kind of start with where I come from. I hate when I'm not looking at the camera. I'll get better at it. I shouldn't have my like self right here. Maybe that's a tip to not have yourself. I haven't looked at tips or anything how to be a better streamer. I'll probably get better at that over time. But okay, so I'm just going off raw data and knowledge of just being completely myself. So yeah, got a light on now. Got light. I know you need lights. Like good lighting. I don't want to show my face. It looks pretty ugly. This ain't good. I gotta get this clean. But not the topic. Again, looking at the camera. Yeah. So like I said, I want to talk about where I come from, and where I come from is kind of hurting right now. Or at least that part of me is hurting, I guess you could say. That's one way to put it. So what I'm really getting at is this. Before I actually get into that, I'm sorry for being like an ad or like, a cliffhanger. Like, It's because I don't want nothing I say in this video to come off in any way or form wrong or misinterpreted, which I feel like will in 1% way. And if anybody does comment, ask more questions, I would love to post another video if you're confused on anything that I post in this video, because I'm still learning the details of how to explain this correct way. And this is a public forum, so not public forum, public community. I don't know, not important. So what I'm trying to get at is like, my mom is technically in a very dire state. I see it as her life's on the line because like I say, like I'm cynical. But I always wonder sometimes, because I know that things do go in the right places when I talk, but since I have ADHD, I always wonder, I think back like, did I just say things right? I don't know. I'm sorry if I do. Remember, I have ADHD. Things will come out wrong all the time, and sometimes things will come out straight brilliant. That's just the way it is. That's how we do it around here. Okay, I don't know what I'm trying to get at. I don't know what I'm getting at. Okay, that's not important. So, now, moving forward. So, my mom is in a dire state. What I mean by that is I think she's life or death. And what I mean by that is, it's a very complicated story. Again, I left you in a cliffhanger. It's very complicated. But going back to my sophomore year, some events happened, which I'll tell you in a later date, that caused her... Pause that thought. Let me start from a way simpler thought. A long, long time ago. This is not where I wanted this video. This is not where we at. Where we at recorded. We like live 4 minutes already, and I meant this to be only a 4-minute video. We'll make this a 10-minute video, but I'll be really quick about the details. Long ago, my mom basically lost our sister, or her daughter, or my sister, and that's kind of what I meant to get at by that. Okay. And that kind of shook our whole family. Again, I don't want this to come off any bad way. I don't know how it is. It's just I feel kind of uncomfortable talking about it. The reason I feel uncomfortable is because even though I say this story every day, I say I'm a motivational speaker every day, even though I don't say I'm like framing. It's just more as like, I'm not like the guy that you say that going around states being a motivational speaker. I just motivational speak in every possible way I can for every person I can and give them the best possible advice that, like some what would Jesus do? Not important. Okay, so Black Jesus. Not important. Okay. So, But yeah, so moving forward, my at this time, my mom basically loses someone that's really pressed her whole family, and it shakes her whole family, and shakes everything, and it's very very like impactful. And I was so young that I got the impact without knowing what the impact was, or really knowing my sister, but knowing my sister, I don't know. I was like 3 or 4 when she was actually passed. From that point on, my mom wasn't really the same. I talked about it just the other day with my brother. It's a fact. My mom just not the same. And as the years going on, I didn't understand it. I think I was I think kind of like wound up about my dad, I guess, um, in a personal way. And this is like me doing self therapy. I never really talked to a therapist in my life. I've did counseling multiple times, trying to do that because I never had like money, and my mom didn't believe in doctors and stuff like that. It's a whole different spiel. As I said, this is a very long, complicated story. I love to give the whole world, and no one's really here to hear all this. I know this isn't a pity story, but I want to be very transparent on my early videos with my audience, where they can go back and really know who they are like following, who this is. I know everyone doesn't have a colorful story like this, but I know people have colors. They have a story they don't tell, and that I know that eats them up. And I want to my artist, ADHD kicks in. That got to be one of my slogans. But what it is I want to be somebody that so honest in a new, or at least try to be, and blatantly, clearly try to point out other people's, no, not, that's a horrible way of putting it. Not point out anybody's flaws or point out their honesty or try to be honest, but more so encourage anybody, inspire anybody to be honest any way I can without never pushing them over the edge. They just, like I said, like fight the world with kindness, I guess you could say. There you go. Like that's by me doing, I don't know where I got ADHD kicked in. Sorry, I kind of a little bit off track, but I get where I was getting at with that. So, but again, I'm really tired. It is 12:28, and I did say, oh, we only had 7 minutes. I'm doing okay. I didn't get nowhere near towards like where this is getting to, but I think I can. Okay, look. So now with my mom's situation, my sister's death, my daughter life being taken away strongly impacted this. I feel like Obama with I cannot. Oh my God, it did not come out. So ADHD. Oh my, I can't. Okay, we're back. So I'm just gonna skip ahead to like the next part. So one thing that I would like to say that also after that she lost everything, as in our house burned down with us in it, and our mom saved us. I'll bring up more stories on that if you want to know in the comments, or hit me up personally and I'll let you know. Got me sweating up in here. Man, it's hot. It's just hot in here. Man, I'm still sweating. Oh my God. Oh, it's steaming in here. It's steaming. Okay. Now, moving forward. Oh yeah, I don't know why I'm like, this ain't no live stream. I'm on an actual video here. Come on, man. Come on. Get your head in the game. I got like 1 more minute left. Yeah. I guess I'm like making another video, making episode 3 tonight, I guess. So I'll just do that, make it easier for you guys. Yeah, I don't know why I'm looking at my paper like I have a whole set of notes. I literally have like 2 words on here. 2 words I'm looking at. It's pretty bad. But moving forward. Yeah, so with my mom's situation, we lost everything. I was still at a pretty young age, so I didn't feel the impact as strong as I thought, but I don't know. I feel like now, since I can perceive it, I'm like, dang. And I feel like I'm like shook now more than ever. I think on top, again, I'm not looking at the camera. It's mainly on top of the fact my mom's in a very dire state and making me really kind of realize some of the things that she went through. And I was going through it too, but I didn't have the mind to go through it. I was old enough. I don't know how to explain it other than that. Yeah. So. Yeah, and there's a whole nother story, and I don't want to get into detail like this is like the time to do that, but she is currently homeless, and it's not like no one will house her. It's just like, it's because, and this is the part that I kind of feel bad saying, and I don't want to say, but it's not like I don't feel bad saying it. I feel uncomfortable saying it. But it's like and it's not like, it's basically because like my mom, because of her survive. I mean, let me put it in a light that I feel comfortable saying. Put it like that. My mom been surviving for so long. Like, if I really got into detail of all the stuff I have been through, and as well as my mom has been through, in a personal sense, it's been a lot of like personal survival. Despite we all have been surviving and have these stories, my mom created something from the ground up, out of her own just mind, out of thin air, and it was actually tremendous how she did it, and everyone like admired her for it, and that's just a fact. Like, anybody can tell you that. But moving forward, it's just like now she's just not the same, and I said that earlier, and that's what I mean by not the same. Is like, I think she's mentally not the same because of all the surviving that she's been going through, almost like trauma, like the same way survival when it comes to the military. So that's kind of just an intro on this story on a personal, deep level. My lips chapped. Can't be doing that. Come on, man. Look at that. Can't be doing that. Man, get away. Oh, this is not a live stream. I can't be doing this. Oh my god, what am I doing? Okay. Okay. That was not cute. Okay, so let's go back to what I was talking about. That was actually very serious. So, moving forward, yeah, so that's basically, and I'm sorry, I'm not a breakdown and cry kind of dude. No, that's a very much lie. I do that a lot, but that's not the topic at the moment. I mean by, like, I'm not gonna do that on live stream. I'm not that kind of guy. I'm definitely here to entertain the crowd with a very impactful story that'll make you rethink life. Please do that. Think about it a lot right now. But on the flip side, I need to end this live stream right now. So it's not a live stream. Goddamn. I meant to slap myself, but I wouldn't do that in live stream. But it's for the kids. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a live. Stay alive and believing. Please do. Don't die. Stay alive.